notes. You ready to take notes? All right. Actually, actually, you can hold it. You can, you wanted to interview me, right? So you can ask me questions, I'll answer. In Japanese or English. はじめまして。
はじめまして。日本語で、最初にちょっと謝らないことが
別にいいよ。
すみません。ちょっとめっちゃ探したんですけど、
なかった。ちょっ
と似たようなマグネットしかなくて。
待って、このサイズだった。でっかいのなかった。
でっかいなかったんですよね。言ったんですけど。
いやでもマグネットね。
マグネットで。
いやでも全然 OK。ありがとうございます。手紙やスーベニア。I can put this on the MacBook, like back of MacBook. I really wanted to have Seattle and also like Space Needle and stuff. So yeah, great. This is a sticker. Washington. Cool. Because I used to live in Seattle before, so I wanted to get this one. Right. Thanks. So yeah.
めっちゃ緊張する。カメラがあると思う。め
っちゃなんか質問書いてきちゃう。
とりあえず
撮ってみる。
すげえ。
これ全部何質問
です。いや、
バスの中で書いたの。
バスの中で。
いいじゃん。答えられる範囲で。
じゃあちょっと YouTube 始めたきっかけ聞いていいですか？
それはね、留学関係なくってこと？適当に？
いや、適当にじゃなくて、とりあえずちょっと最初はそれで聞きたくて。
わお。日本語で考えるのが難しいから英語で返してみる。
OK です。
I think YouTube was a kind of a hobby, you could, I used to like consume a lot of videos, like comedy shows, prank videos, like YouTube started in like California, right? And Japan was kind of behind. So I started watching lots of YouTube videos like 2013, 2012, and I think I started
Oh, is that Sashi?
But yeah, so I was really consuming too much, so I wanted to produce something. Because if you're consuming like Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, you're consuming, it's not healthy, right? It's kind of like always playing video games. You want to be, like, you want to output something as well. And also I had many different experiences, like living in the United States, studying in Canada, working at big companies. I kind of wanted to share because I think it was a rare experience. So kind of like, kind of sharing the information. I think that was a good idea, I think. And also, you can make a little bit of money for advertisement. So, all in all, it was also about public speaking as well. You practice like talking. I started with Japanese, but now I'm only speaking English in videos because I wanted to improve my public speaking skills in English. When I started talking in Japanese in video, my English started becoming like less and less like fluent because I started thinking in Japanese. So right now, I don't post any Japanese videos, I know, as you know, probably, because speaking Japanese doesn't help me, my career, like my lifestyle. So it's kind of like a practice. I'm still practicing, but kind of, especially I was kind of shy, and when you are shy, you don't want to speak English that much, but filming yourself, checking how you talk, by checking you're gonna get kind of like different perspective. So it's kind of like a training, you know. So for that, you know, communication skills, social skills, you have better picture of yourself. You know, how you look, how you present yourself. Because I took a public speaking class called a Toastmaster. Do you know? There's a club, like public speaking club. I did that before, and so like I wanted to kind of not just studying computer science. I wanted to improve a little bit more public speaking as well. So that's why I started. Yeah.
なんで自分が海外カナダで働くことができた
Why I was able to?
就職で途上
I think I had a work experience. I think it comes down to relevant work experience. So of course major matters. So computer science is one of the most practical, but no, just studying computer science doesn't guarantee you get a job. In reality, you need to really do co-op internship. I talk about that a lot in my videos, right? You need to really do co-ops, internship, get real world experience, and I did that to 2 companies, right? So when you graduate, you have big company's name on resume. And that's like huge. They want to hire you because you worked in the company. You worked at the company. So by the time I got co-op job, I knew I was gonna get job after graduation. So that's the reason why. And also this is Canada, right? If I was studying in the United States, there's four different issues because of work visa. So Canada, work visa, work experience, major, you're good to go, pretty much. Yeah.
じゃあカナダで働くことのメリットとデメリット
Compared to Japan or United States?
じゃあじゃあ日本で
Japan? Yeah, so there are a lot. I talk about that with my coworkers. My coworkers are also from like different countries like France, Vietnam, China, Ukraine. My industry, there are many foreigners, like immigrants, and then we talk about it. Biggest difference is that working in Japan is not for like if you want to have a good work-life balance, then Japan is not good for that. So today we went to lunch for my last day at work. We talked about how Japanese companies, they usually have 10 days vacation a year. 10 days, right? And if they can't even take full 10 days, most of them only take like 5, 6, 7 days. But here, minimum is 2 weeks, which is not as good. But if you have a good job, accountant or software engineer, you can get 3 weeks, 4 weeks. United States are a little different. They work harder. But Canada-wise, like 3 weeks possible. Germany, where I'm moving right now, new job, I get 6 weeks vacation. 6 weeks, right? It's like 1 month and a half. So work and life balance, definitely. Japan is really bad because you work until 9 a.m. until like 8 p.m., 9 p.m. You go drink after. You don't have any family time. So it's not good for raising kids because you're going to be working in office until 9 p.m., maybe Saturday as well. There's less child support, like preschool. So you probably need to sacrifice your family time. So less time with your wife or girlfriend, less vacation, and also it's hard to get promoted in Japan because you don't apply for a specific job, you apply for general job, 総合職. That's not specific, so, and then pay is really low. Salary is really low in Japan, in general. there's some high-paying jobs like consulting stuff like that, but you don't have any work-life balance. So people quit in like 2-3 years, and education-wise, university is expensive. 幼稚園見つからない. There's no preschool in Tokyo, whatever. So you're not gonna have family time. That's a big, huge difference. Yeah, and that's the reason why I'm moving to Germany, because I wanna have family time. I wanna have, spend time with kids, paternity leave, maternity leave, those stuff. Japan, no existent. So you pretty much don't have a life. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. 聞きながらメモ取るの失礼なんで。
いや、いいですよ。
どうですか。でもなんか録音かいいですか。まあ録音の方がいいですか。
でもビデオ乗るよどうせ。
マジですね。
それ見れば。
でも長さどんぐらいですか。20分ぐらい。いつもそんぐらいなの。
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't think like, oh, this is rude to take notes. Like nobody thinks like that, Japanese people are like, oh, it's so rude to do this and do that. They're too sensitive, You came all the way from Seattle, right?
Yeah.
So take as much information as possible, Because I like, you're taking actions. You need to do that, especially like you want to survive in like North America. You need to go to professor to ask questions, right? Same thing. So you think right thing, so just go ahead. It's not rude at all. Yeah.
じゃあこれ言っちゃっていいんですか。なんでヨーロッパに。
Yeah. Well, work-life balance is one of the biggest things because I get 6 weeks vacation. Yeah. Right now I get 4 weeks, which is pretty good in Canada. Most people get 2 weeks. But 6 weeks vacation, more vacation, that means I can go travel to Europe or Japan, more personal life. It's not just work. Life is not just work, right? And also, I like traveling, as you know. And Europe, everything's close by. So you can just fly to Italy, 1 hour. Sweden, 1 hour. Right? So long weekend, like you can fly many countries. You don't need to take vacation in long weekends. Whereas here in North America, everywhere is so far away. You go to Japan, it takes 10 hours. Southeast Asia, 15 hours. Europe, 10-15 hours, right? So plus less vacation. So it's hard to really kind of enjoy, take advantage of like vacation days here. And the worst is Australia. That's why I didn't want to go to Australia. It's like one of the most isolated places in the world. To go to Japan from Australia takes like 13 hours. Europe, 35 hours. So you get stuck. You can't get out of the country even if you have vacation. I want a good connectivity that close by, like Japan. Like if you live in Japan, you can go to Taiwan, so close, right? Same thing. If you live in Europe, everything is so nearby. Whereas in United States, it's a humongous country. So, yeah, better life, better social life. Yeah, and also I like a European style more than North American culture. So, yeah.
そうヨーロッパどこにいるなんか交換留学する
Prague, Czech Republic. Yeah, Germany の上かな。
その時はドイツその時はドイツ行ったんですか
Just Berlin. Just like 1 day or so. Taking notes, huh?
いやまだ全然聞きながらなんだ
Alright. What else?
欧州じゃなくてヨーロッパ って考えたときになんでドイツを選んだ
Well,
な
well, I did a lot of research last winter. So I had the same question. Which country do you want to go? So I do research, right? Different countries have different salary, compensation level. They have a different size of the job market. And they have different social system, tax, living costs is different. Some cities more expensive, some cities cheaper. So everything included overall, it's easy to get job in Germany. Work visa is pretty easy. So I wanted to actually work in Switzerland, but work visa is pretty hard. And so that's why, and also there are big job industry for software engineering in Germany, Amsterdam, Sweden. So I was thinking about Amsterdam, Stockholm, Sweden, and Munich, Germany, Berlin, Germany. Out of 4 cities, I didn't want to live in a cold city like Sweden. Winter time is pretty dark and cold, no life, right? Amsterdam is pretty expensive. Munich is expensive as well, but salary is much higher. So I don't want to sacrifice my salary. So I want to go to a place, city where I get paid well, good, social system, and a good weather. And then Munich was the best. Second best. Zurich is the best, Switzerland. So
Switzerland is tax is expensive.
tax, yeah, it's like a 40% tax in Germany, in Sweden, Norway. But you get good medical health insurance. University is free. So if I have ever kids in Germany, I don't need to worry about my kids' education, which is really good.
ちょっと待ってください。やばいやばい、どうしよう。自分の強み、ここだけは負けない。
My strength? Well, I've been working for 3 years now. So I'm not a student anymore, right? I have work experience. And so I think adaptability, I can adapt to different environment, which is really important. If you want to survive, you need to adapt to industry change. Like what company wants change 2 years, 3 years. So if you study, let's say marketing, 3 years from now, probably there are not many jobs on marketing, for example, like accountant. You need to adapt to changes. You need to be aware of job industry. Also, you need to be cultural adaptation as well. Like many Japanese or Korean international students here, it comes down to self-awareness, I guess. So self-awareness, how you are aware of yourself, 自己認識. So how good is your English? How good is your social skill? How good is your studying skill? You analyze yourself, 自己分析. And you can, if you know you need to study English more, or you need to study, let's say, your math. If you know, then you can do it, right? Or if you do budgeting, accounting, budgeting, if you don't know how much you spend it, you're gonna spend more. So you need to be aware how much you're spending, your behavior. So what I mean by cultural adaptation is understand what society wants. Like if you're studying history, let's say, you're not gonna get a job. So be realistic and be adaptable. Adaptation is probably important. Yeah. Be aware. You know, what skills you need, what skills you lack, your strengths, weakness, work visa situation. You need to know all that information. So you need to do lots of research. I do a lot of research too.
めっちゃ勉強になる。
Health and fitness as well. So I didn't pay attention to my health when I was 20, and I got sick. I was working too hard. I wasn't eating properly. No, I was neglecting it, right? I didn't have awareness, and I got sick. That's why I started going to gym. Now I have a high awareness about my fitness. I measure my weight every day. You know, pay attention. The reason is because it's kind of like reading books, like gaining knowledge, curiosity. So, 好奇心, 探求心 also. Then you get more information,